Good morning and welcome to Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. It is the state finals of the Unified Championship. Excited to bring this to you. I'm Jeff Matthews, joined by Levi Gilbert. We've got Aiden Esslinger, and also Kylan Croft is here carrying the game to you. And this has come together very quickly, Levi.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm very glad that it's come together as quickly as it can. And so we wanted to come on and bring you all the sights and the sounds. And so the Pledge of Allegiance right now.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now our moment of silence. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Maya Sanders of Hot Springs, Arkansas, brings us our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of love brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Maya Sanders of Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Beautiful rendition of the national anthem to get things started. And so what we've got is unified basketball. It features those athletes who have developmental delays. They've got special needs that in the Special Olympics are obviously very involved with this organization getting unified basketball together. And so then it's athletes who are working together. So you'll hear some familiar names if you pay attention to the Wampus Cats. You'll hear Cambrian Blackman. You'll hear Jacoby Wade as a part of unified basketball for the Wampus Cats.
I mean, what a great program. All about inclusion, right?
Yes.
Bringing these groups together, and just such a special thing. I wish we had programs like this when I was in high school, and just the more I'm learning about it, the more incredible it sounds. And yeah, just thrilled to be able to broadcast this game today.
So we'll meet the starters first from Bryant. That's right. It's Conway Bryant for the state championship of unified basketball.
Somewhere Tim Roach's blood pressure just went up.
Jarius Tyler is number one of the starters. Number 11 is Chase Thomas. Number 20 is Makai Ray. Number 22 is Preston Curtis. And number 23 is Ramon Williams. Those are the starters for Bryant. Linda Curry is the head coach. Ashley Johnson is her assistant. And the manager is Carson Curry. And now for the Wampus Cat starters, Conway will be the home team in today's game. There's Jacoby Wade wearing number 2 for the Wampus Cats. Next starter for the Cats is number 3. That's Braylon Harris. Up next, number 13, Caden McGee. There's number 22, Cambrian Blackman. And number 43, Jamarian Duncan. Denisha Knapp, Andrea Shepard, and Haley Haynes are the coaches for the Conway Unified Basketball team. Heath Owen, Tylen Humphrey, Thomas Ford, Trey Harris, and Max Owen are the managers for the Conway Unified basketball team. So we are just about to get things going here. Really excited to be here, y'all. We've called a lot of sporting events over 25 years almost of covering the Wampus Cats and Lady Cats in some form or another. But this one is a first for us, this unified basketball game. So jumping center will be number 20, Makai Ray, and number 13, Caden McGee. Actually, correction, number 11 is going to come in for Bryant. That's Chase Thomas. And we will jump it up and get going here. We play 4 8-minute quarters, and there is an enormous student section on both sides. That was a bit of a ceremonial opening tip as he held the ball up that had the Special Olympics logos on them. And now we've got a more traditional basketball that we will have the opening tip. But great crowd support. Student support is huge on both sides. I'm sure we'll see some of that as the day goes on. Bryant to our left and Conway to our right as you're watching the game.
I know you've mentioned it. I know you've mentioned it several times already, but three-peat. I mean, come on.
Yes.
This is incredible.
This is a big thing. This is 3 championships in a row that Conway is going for, winning back-to-back state championships this weekend a year ago, going for the three-peat today. Foul is going to be called.
Incredible move by Caden McGee right there, just making a strong move to the bucket.
Ball will be thrown in from out of bounds. That is Caden McGee who will trigger it in. Off the hands of Jacoby Wade. And if you're interested, and I was, that's why I looked this up, directly from the Special Olympics website. Special Olympics Unified Sports is an inclusive sports program that combines an approximately equal number of Special Olympic athletes, individuals with intellectual disabilities, and partners, individuals without intellectual disabilities, on teams for training and competition. And so that's what we have got is the version of that, the unified basketball, and this is the state championship. That's McGee. Top of the key, back to Wade. Jacoby down the lane. Off to Duncan, Jamarian Duncan finds McGee. Now the shot clock is running. I don't know if they actually use it,
yeah,
but
I don't know.
We'll find out. 3-point attempt is off the front of the rim, no good by Blackman. Rebound by Thomas.
Well, defensive struggle so far.
So far.
Not a struggle on defense. An
Right.
offensive struggle, I should say.
Here are the Bryant students to our left, starting the defense chat.
Man,
Blocked.
I like the thought, though. Great effort by McGee again.
It's Caden McGee, number 13. Tyler.
Duncan all over that. I like it.
Again on the court for Conway. Jacoby Wade, number 2. Braylon Harris, number 3. 13 is Caden McGee. 22, Cambrian Blackman. And 43 is Jamarian Duncan. Stolen away by Jacoby Wade. Jacoby to the glass and in. And the first 2 points of the game belong to the Wampus Cats.
To quote Tim Roach, Jacoby Wade doing Jacoby Wade things.
It's good to see Jacoby out there. Stolen away. Good hands by Caden McGee. Caden down the lane. Shot won't go. Fighting for the offensive rebound. Can't get the follow, but looks like he will be going to the free throw line.
I'm really impressed with McGee. I mean, great body control for a big guy. Like to see him get some buckets in here.
McGee will shoot 2. Solid on the first.
Nice.
Goodness. Looking for one more. We're on the verge of a unified dynasty here.
Yeah, I mean, this is dynastic behavior. If they get 3.
3 in a row. Second free throw does not go. 3-0. Conway has the lead. Just a couple of minutes into this state championship game of unified basketball in Arkansas. Thomas all the way Cannot get it to go. Tripped up by McGee and stolen. Jacoby Wade. Length of the court pass and the bucket by Braylon Harris. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Curry and the Bryant Hornets. The Wampus Cats out to a 5-0 lead. We'll take a break during the timeout and come right back to Hot Springs on Conway Corp. Back in Hot Springs at Bank OZK Arena. Today is day 2 of 3 full days of state championship games here. 4A girls will follow this one, and you can watch all of that on Arkansas PBS. Those folks do a great job. Bucket there by Chase Thomas.
That might have been the first shot they've gotten off.
I think it was, yeah. The defense for Conway has been great, not allowing even a look. 3-point attempt is no good by Jamarian Duncan.
I like how he stepped into it, no hesitation. That's going to fall eventually.
Pass to Thomas, and he loses control, but they'll say it's off of the Wampus Cats. Braylon Harris got a hand on it.
Braylon Harris, another familiar football name.
Entry pass is tipped away. Caden McGee. Blackman got it. Cambrian Blackman. Count the basket. And he will go to the line. Conway looking to extend the 7-2 lead. In and out, no good. The lead remains 7-2. 5-point advantage for the Wampus Cats.
Well, it's all been keyed by defense so far. I mean, again, Bryant, only one shot.
Yeah, they're 1 for 1. They're shooting 100%. Foul will be called on the Wampus Cats, so free throws upcoming for Chase Thomas.
Yeah, Jeff, I was thinking on the way up here, you know, you mentioned it from the statement from the website about inclusion, and I just think back to my time in high school and how there wasn't a lot of that. Yeah. And so a program like this, I mean, I can only imagine what it's doing for friendships out there right now. I mean, there's going to be stories that are going to live on far beyond today.
Yeah. No, it's a special program that and that's even it, and it extends to the cheerleaders. You see that the Conway cheerleaders that are on the end of the court there, that there's inclusion that's there. Some the students who do have the intellectual disabilities and those that don't. The follow there by Thomas. I know when I worked a lot with the Miracle League, which is similar to Braves Field in Conway, and that the terms that they would use would be a typical athlete and a Miracle League athlete is how they would describe them. And so just so many different ways. But the truth of the matter is they're all athletes. They're all students. And this is important to all of them. And so I love seeing it. And we're very glad to be able to be here to bring this, what we hope is a three-peat.
Would be incredible.
Substitutions.
I think Bryant just subbed in all 5.
All 5, yeah. So we'll get some new names in here for the Bryant Hornets. Good move in the basket by Jeremiah Lindsay. Gets the ball in, and it's a 2-point game, 9-7. Blackman to the glass. 11-7, 4-point advantage for Conway. They've led the whole way. It's Luke Andrews, number 14. Stolen away, that's Caden McGee with the steal. The bounce pass to Duncan. The bounce pass to Harris. Back out. We'll slow things down a little bit. Caden McGee to Cambrian Blackman, top of the key three. It is short. See our first substitution of the game for Conway, and it's Riley Sellers. Riley Sellers will check in the game.
Riley was on the basketball team last year. It's a familiar name as well.
He replaces Cambrian Blackman. Nice move and a bucket by Luke Andrews. Some of the other terminology that the Special Olympics uses with unified is the term unified partner and athlete.
Okay.
And so in the case of Jacoby Wade, he would be a unified partner. Stolen away, that's Braylon Harris. Good look into Caden McGee, but just a little too high. It remains a 2-point lead for the Wampus Cats.
Again, that defense, man, it's been it's been chaotic. Cats playing man. McGee again.
Got it. Took it away. Great handles, doesn't he? Very confident out there. That is Luke Andrews. There's nobody there to stop him. Except the rim. Jacoby Wade's outlet pass. Braylon Harris off the glass, too strong. Bryant coming back the other way. Andrews spinning in the lane. This is the close one, out of bounds, and it will remain with Bryant. Heard from our friend David Grimes saying thank you for covering the game. Moose played last year, and it was the best thing he'd ever done.
Yeah, I remember Moose Grimes being on the team last year.
Timeout on the court. We'll take it with the teams. 11-9 is our score. Back in just a moment on Conway Corp. Minute 46 to play in the opening quarter. 4 8-minute quarters that will play. At halftime, we'll be joined by Max Owen. Max is the manager, one of the managers for the unified team.
Oh, man, I thought Duncan had ball there. You know, you mentioned David Grimes and Moose Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to admit it, but last year when we came in here to get ready for the Lady Cats game, and this game was gone before.
That is right.
That was the first time I even was exposed to the unified program.
Yep.
I don't know how that's possible, but hopefully something like what we're doing here today will help that for other people that don't know about the program.
Yeah, and I know that they have got an advocate in Haley Haynes. Haley Hughes, the former Haley Hughes, Coach Hughes' daughter, and she is just fantastic at the work that she puts into this, and thankful for her help through this whole process, getting us everything that we needed and checking on us before the game, and grateful for that. Riley Sellers cannot get the shot to fall.
Well, that's where he's a danger right there, in and out.
Last 90 seconds of the first quarter. Wild shot will not go. Looks like they're going to get Caden McGee for a personal foul.
Yeah, that was a tough move by Thomas. And he'll have a chance to tie it up at the free throw line.
And that may be something worth asking Max about is, again, admittedly, I don't know nearly enough, but when do they play? When are their games? And
well, and I saw that the semifinals were in Conway.
They were during the day in Conway a couple of weeks ago. And we were unable to broadcast that. Ms. Haynes asked us to, and we weren't able to pull something off that quickly. But
Well, I'll tell you, I think it was Soar, Arkansas on
Okay.
Instagram. Had a lot of pictures from it.
Okay.
It was a great resource.
nice. Blocked. Caden McGee.
We have been saying his name a lot.
Yes. Luke Andrews back in for the Hornets. And like as we said at the start, could it be, it has to be Conway and
Right.
Bryant. Three-point basket, bounces twice on the rim, no good.
Oh.
Braylon Harris thought he had that steal. Not quite.
I'm making a lot of Tim Roach sounds.
I think it goes with that headset. I think
been-
I'm wearing yours.
I've been inspired.
Man, I got a chance to work with him last week while you were
And I'm
sailing
sure it
the
was a
high
wonderful
seas.
experience.
It was something.
He's so good
Yes.
as a color commentator.
Yes.
I mean, amazing.
He's like, central casting. Sellers can't get it to go. A little extracurricular activity there. The Conway-Bryant rivalry runs deep.
Listen, I mean, if you think that these teams don't feel it as strongly as any other
Yes.
team at Conway, you're crazy.
Oh, yeah. Back of the rim, no good for Riley Sellers. Second one is good.
There we go.
Been stuck on 11-9 for a while.
Breaks a drought, yeah.
12-9 our score, a 3-point advantage for Conway. Conway's led throughout. Entry pass to Ray. That Conway defense, again, triggering the offense. Jacoby Wade misses the layup. Rebound to Ray. Andrews off the glass and in. 1 point game as we have the final 10 seconds of the first quarter. Caden McGee can't quite get a hand on it.
I like the thought, though. I mean, if you're going to throw it up high for a guy, McGee's the guy to do it.
That's right, that's right. Andrews will shoot a three-pointer at the buzzer. He banks it in, and at the buzzer, Bryant takes the first lead of the game for the Hornets, 14-12. Bryant leads. We are back with the second quarter next on Conway Corp. Well, Bryant.
You know, I said earlier I've been making some Tim Roach noises. I had to really work hard not to use some Tim Roach words right there at the end.
I will tell you this, and this is something that I was not prepared for, because I've been at a handful of the games this year, running the cameras and doing some other things. But I've been busy, so I haven't been able to watch Tim Roach. You can hear Tim Roach, but watching Tim Roach is yes. And I have yet to see you
Body language.
put
yeah.
your hands in the air. So
Well, I'm.
see
You know,
if that comes.
we're just one quarter down.
Start of the second quarter. It is the state championship, called double dribble, state championship for the Special Olympics Arkansas Unified Basketball. Now, I need to get some confirmation. I think that they do maybe small schools and big schools.
There was a game yesterday.
Because there was a game yesterday, exactly. So, not sure exactly. We'll we'll talk to Max about that.
And I would,
Max Owen at halftime.
I would love to know how many schools have this program.
Yes. And it is sponsored by the AAA. That's obvious why we are here. Braylon Harris to Duncan.
Oh!
Almost. He will go to the free throw line. Jamarian Duncan.
That was a great pass, and he almost pulled it off. He'll get a chance here to add to hopefully cut into this lead and tie it up.
Son Marshall is in the game, number 13 for Bryant. A few of their players that we haven't had a chance to mention yet. Jamarian Duncan hits the free throw.
That was smooth, too.
Into the game, it is number 31, Shelby Dillard. She is in for Braylon Harris.
Well, and that's the other thing we haven't had a chance to talk about, too, but it
is co-ed.
Boys and girls.
Yes. Both free throws good by Jamarian Duncan and ties the game up at 14. Clutch.
I like that confidence, man. Just stepping up and sinking them both. Oh, McGee stepping up.
Underneath, Andrews, Thomas, coming out of there, Caden McGee.
His presence in the middle is impacting the game in a big way.
Jacoby Wade, inside to Shelby Dillard. Shelby off the glass, almost. Rebound to Thomas. All the way. Chase Thomas with the layup. Lead back to Bryant by 2, 16-14. 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. Caden McGee for 3. Too strong. Rebound is pulled down by Son Marshall, number 13. Finds Logan Ayers. He is number 24. "15-footer off the glass and rim and no good, and another rebound to Caden McGee. Oh. Sellers, whistle and a foul. It's a great cross-court pass. Ayers whistled for the personal foul. That is his second. Riley Sellers will trigger it in. Jeremiah Lindsay on the court for Bryant, number 3. In the corner, too strong, but it was on line for Jamarian Duncan.
It's got to go eventually.
Thomas, high off the glass, no good. Riley Sellers pulls down the board.
It's like we talk about these lady cats, you know. You just got to keep putting them up. Eventually they're going to go down.
Caden McGee with the basket. Conway ties it up.
McGee, I would love to know his totals. I mean, he is just he's impacting the game in every aspect.
Well, he's about another, I don't know, rebound, assist, point away from being LeBron McGee. I mean, we're getting real close.
I'm okay with that.
He is dominating. Spin move in the basket by Luke Andrews. 18-16. I don't know, I probably shouldn't give him that nickname until I know who his favorite player is.
That's true.
He may be an SGA fan. Off the back of the rim. He hasn't been off the court yet either.
No, yeah. Well, you know, Bryant, they subbed in 5 in the first quarter. Conway, not as much.
Rebound. That's McGee. Braylon Harris is at the scores table. Check back in. Jacoby Wade. There's that man. Sellers, dish to McGee. Too strong.
Great position for that offensive rebound. Second chance, won't go.
3-point attempt right here in front of us. 4 minutes to go. We're halfway through the second quarter. 2-point game. Bryant has the lead. Shelby Dillard with the steal. She was there on defense. Ball got hung up. Coming back the other way. Caden McGee. 2 tries at it. No good.
Gonna get some subs in here.
Yep, run some subs in. Ramon Williams is back in, number 23, as well as number 22, Preston Curtis for Bryant. And Conway
A timeout.
going to take a timeout here. So we stopped the play for a second just for the substitution, but now full timeout's going to be called. 3.5 to go. We're in the first half of the state championship game for Unified Basketball in Arkansas. Back in a moment on Conway Corp. Teams making their way back on the court. Changes in the lineup for Conway as we see Carl Brunk, number 5, is in. Also in, number 23, that is Christian Garland. Good defense by this round of Wampus Cats as well. That was Cameron Sims, number 10, who was standing straight up.
Cam Sims, another footballer. He had a great season as a sophomore.
Yeah, I would like to know, and full transparency, it was 48 hours ago that we even knew that we would maybe be doing this game, and so
Those are turning into my favorite texts. When you text me and you say, "Hey, you think we can pull this off?" And I'm always, pretty much always like, "Yeah, I think we can.
We can do it." And I honestly, and he's sitting here with us, but Aiden Elsinger and Colin Croft, who's upstairs, man, those guys have helped us a tremendous amount to bring some really special broadcasts back to Conway. So now we're paying them. I mean, it's not like they're not volunteering their time.
But they have kind hearts as well.
They do, very kind hearts, quick to help, and I appreciate that.
What I don't appreciate is we haven't had the lead this entire quarter.
No, that is true. We need to turn that around. That's Cam Sims. He goes by Cam, right? Can I call him that?
Yes.
I don't know if I've called enough of his action to use a nickname.
Ooh, nice
Cambrian
strong move.
Blackman. Going up again. Underneath. Loose. Off the glass.
There we go.
And one.
Uh-oh.
Cambrian Blackman. And we've got an injured Hornet. That's Ramon Williams, who will come off the court. They'll check him out, and checking into the game, Chase Thomas.
The old ankle.
Cambrian Blackman a chance to do what hasn't been done in this quarter. Give the Conway Wampus Cats the lead.
I'll quote Tim Roach here. Nice deep breath.
There's a lot of, to quote Tim Roach's.
Well, listen,
quotes.
I learned, this started about 5 years ago. I didn't know how bad of a color guy I was until I started working with Tim Roach. Because he is so good at it. Oh, my gosh.
Free throw is up and good by Cambrian Blackman. That's Thomas, top of the key. There goes your lead.
Got to get someone on him.
21-19 Bryant. 2.5 minutes to play. And Thomas with the steal. Down the lane, off the front of the rim, no good. Outlet pass to Braylon Harris. He will gather it up along the baseline. That's Garland. Christian Garland. Finds Blackman, finds Duncan. Off of Cam Sims, we're going back the other way. I want to give a shout out to Brooks Smith. You know him as Mr. Smith in class.
Oh, yeah.
He sent a text, said that they're streaming it right now in his AP government class, that several of their classmates our classmates are there right now in a support role.
That's
so
amazing.
That is fantastic. And we haven't talked enough about the inclusive nature of this and how it bridges such a gap that for way too long was there on high school campuses. And I love that this program exists and that the buy-in is what it is. I mean, even go out to the Powder Puff game.
Yeah.
You know, if you ever get a chance to go to that, and when they do homecoming for Karen Katz, and it's a really, really it's a great group.
Well, like I mentioned, I mean, when I was in high school, which is, you know, a little
Not
over,
as long ago as I
a
was.
little
in high
over
school.
20 years ago,
Yeah.
but there wasn't a lot of.
Jamarian Duncan. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, no.
No,
please do.
correction. Caden McGee. That was 13, not 43. Definitely got to get him right. Got the bucket and a chance here to add the free throw.
Yeah, when I was in high school, there wasn't as much of that inclusion, you know, even in the classroom. And
Yes.
so I think anything you can do to bridge that gap is just going to it's going to make a huge impact for everyone involved.
Could not agree more. Diego Lopez, number 21 for the Hornets, needed to get his shoe tied. Took a second to do that, and now we will have a timeout on the court. Minute 34 to go in the first half. We've got a great one in the Unified Championship game in Hot Springs. Bryant up by 2, 23-21. Back in a moment on Conway Corp. Back to Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. Again, day.
Student section, man.
The student section. They have come out. I've got a son up there. I've got a boy up there someplace. In and out, no good. Tipped away by Harris. Ray gathers the rebound for Bryant. They lead by 2, 23-21. Whistle and a foul, and it's going to be called on Conway, I believe. Nope, or we're going the other way.
I mean, the call could have gone either way, I think, but I guess it's going to be on Cam Blackman. Jacoby Wade was wondering what was going on too.
Yep. Well, and I think the officials are still talking about it. Jamarian Duncan was out of bounds, about to throw the ball in, and they switched him. Andrews. That's Luke Andrews.
4-point lead, feels big.
Cambrian Blackman to Riley Sellers, top of the key, 3. Won't go. Foul is called.
I don't think we've hit a 3.
Riley Sellers, no. I don't know that we have either. 3-point attempt by Lopez is no good. Diego Lopez. Loose ball, still loose. Andrews will come up with it. The outlet to Thomas. He tracks it down in the corner. Stolen away. Caden McGee with the steal. To Cam Blackman. He will shoot free throws. I believe I heard Haley Haynes come by, right?
She
Was
did,
she asking
yes.
about fouls?
She was wanting to know if they were keeping up with fouls, like the score. I'm sure the scoring table is across the way, but
I would think so.
And then she asked if we were keeping up with it.
Oh.
And unfortunately, I have not been doing that.
And I have not either. So normally that is something that I do, but it was quick turnaround here to get even rosters. So we were, unfortunately, no. That was
well, and they're not keeping up with it on the scoreboard.
on the scoreboard, yes.
In the arena, so.
Yeah, and I guess that's something worth asking Max about too. Is that are they do they foul out? Are there what are the rules that they play by? And it may be that they just play by traditional basketball rules with the exception of who has to be on the court at a time. Thomas's shot goes, and that extends the lead. 5-point lead in the final seconds. Long three. That got real close. It is halftime in the Unified Basketball State Championship. Special Olympics Arkansas and the AAA putting this on this morning. 27-22. Bryant is up 5. We are back in a moment. We'll be joined by Max Owen here in a little bit, and when we get him, we'll jump back in. But otherwise, we'll take a break and see you in just a second. All right, welcome back to Bank OZK Arena. Jeff Matthews with you. I am joined by Max Owen. Max is with us, and he is a manager. Are you the manager or a manager?
I'm a manager.
A
Me,
manager.
Thomas, and Heath are all the managers.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
So before we go, I want to ask you some questions about Unified Basketball, but how did you get involved with this?
So me and Heath are the presidents this year of Ken
Okay.
Cats. So we've been with Ms. Haynes all year and just trying to help her out with everything. So as soon as we saw the opportunity, we just jumped on it real quick.
And so the things that you do, Powder Puff,
Yes.
that happens in the fall.
Yes, sir.
And then Unified Basketball. Is there any other programs that Carrying Cats are involved with or that are Unified?
Yeah, so we do a
sponsored?
whole bunch of stuff with Special Olympics. We had a pickleball tournament a
Nice.
couple months back.
Okay.
And so we got a couple gold medals for that. Yeah, but just a whole bunch of stuff kind of
That's
like
nice.
that.
Very
Yes, sir.
cool.
Just trying to keep everybody engaged.
Well, we were talking about it on the air. You got a couple of old guys here, me and Levi, and when we went to school, we didn't have programs like
Right.
this that were unified, the inclusion that goes in. And, I mean, that's got to be something that's important
Oh, 100%.
on a
Yes,
high
sir.
school campus, that you see
Definitely.
people that truly love one another and care
Yes, sir.
and include.
It is awesome. So my sister has autism, and she's 20 years old, and she never really had something like that to get her engaged and, like you said, just get in there with everybody. So I think including everybody, getting that inclusion with all the guys and all the people at the school, I think it's really important, really special to see
Yeah.
those smiles on their face.
Well, and see the way the students have come out
Oh,
today.
of course, yes,
I mean,
sir.
now granted, that's either this or class. So they're
Hey,
probably
they'll do this every time. Every time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's talk about Unified itself. As far as basketball goes, what are the rules? I mean, can you foul out? Are there obviously
Yeah.
three-point baskets and
Right.
fouls and everything else?
It's the same exact as regular old AAA basketball. There's 3 athletes and then 2 partners. So
Okay.
everybody's going to abide by those rules. But then other than that, yeah, just go out there, play, have some fun.
And so I have noticed that the way it works is that a unified athlete is guarded by a unified
Yes, sir.
athlete and partners guarded by partners. So when do the games? Something else we were talking about in the first half. We feel bad because we don't even know when the games are. When's a typical unified? Like, when does the schedule come out? How could we know if we're watching this and we're like, that's something I want to go. I want to go support those kids.
Right.
What would be the path for me to know how to
I
do
think
that?
it's on AAA. So
Okay.
I think AAA does a really good job getting that stuff out. So I think AAA, and then, of course, on the Conway High School website, they get stuff out there on the
Okay.
athletic website. So, yeah,
All
there's a
right.
bunch of ways to get out there. Ask a question, Ms. Haynes. Anybody.
That's true. Yeah, she would tell you for sure. Okay, before we let you go, congratulations on the future for you.
Yes, sir. Thank
Tell
you.
folks what's happening with you.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to Memphis, Rose College in Memphis, play some football. hopefully get into stuff like this, get a little inclusion, maybe some clubs like that. But, yeah, I'm excited just to
Man, that's
get
awesome.
everything going. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Yes, sir.
Known you
Thank
for a
you.
long time, Max. All right, we'll come back in just a second with the second half of the state championship game, unified basketball here in the state of Arkansas. It's coming up. Just moments away here from the second half. The Special Olympics Unified Basketball Championship. Of all the things I asked Max Owen that he answered, I forgot to ask what if he knew about what schools play. If it's small schools, big schools, things like that.
Well, I know when I looked, I mean, it was a mix. That turned the semifinals game, I think Pottsville was in there.
Okay.
And I think a year ago they played I think it was a team from Garland County. I mean, so it was a mix of classifications when you look at, like the other sports.
Yeah. Speaking of Max Owen, shout out to Matt Owen, who just texted.
Oh, yeah.
Max's dad. Tell everyone thanks for covering the game. We're all watching and cheering, and man, that's as good a family as it gets right there. Great kids. Foul underneath, and so we're hoping for a comeback here. That's one of the last things Max said. So hope to play a better second half.
Say we got to defend the three-peat. I mean, come on.
That's right. So the foul is called on Caden McGee. And we didn't get any confirmation if somebody's keeping up with fouls. So let's hope they're not. Just so
yeah, because we need McGee to
right.
stay in there. Now, and you may have mentioned this in the beginning. I was kind of running around, putting out fires. But I heard Max mention it's two partners, three athletes on the floor.
That is correct.
At all times.
Yes.
And then athletes guard athletes, partners guard partners. Okay.
Yeah.
That's helpful. Helpful for me.
Yeah, no, I get and for them probably. It's Riley Sellers. Saw Riley's dad sitting behind us having some popcorn a moment ago.
Man, Sellers family, what a great family.
Yes. Jacoby Wade doing Jacoby Wade things, right?
That's how you cut into the lead right there.
27-24.
Poked it away.
Jacoby, good hands underneath. Three-point attempt is no good. Jacoby Wade gets the rebound. Sellers, Wade, Jacoby for three. Thomas with the rebound.
It has got to go at some point.
It will.
On.
You know what'll happen. It'll go when we're down two in the last second. I mean, that's why you do TV.
I'd be okay with that.
Layup is good. That's Chase Thomas.
He's been a problem.
Yeah, he has been a problem. 29-24, Bryant on top of Conway. You are watching the state championship, unified basketball.
Ooh, great pass.
Duncan to Harris. We have missed way too many close shots.
That was a carry.
And that was a block and a foul. Jacoby Wade got his hand on Preston Curtis's attempt. And free throws will be upcoming for Preston Curtis.
You're not going to see me jump in and call something a carry unless it's just really egregious.
Yeah. And it seemed as if that was.
I've got to show respect to Tim Roach and call it like he would call it.
I know wherever he is right now watching, he appreciates it. Free throw was missed. Second attempt here. Bounces around, no good. Out of bounds, it's going to be Conway basketball. Say it was off of Makai Ray. All right, 5-point game. I'm going to cut into this a little bit before we get to the break. Sellers. That's Jamarian Duncan! Jamarian Duncan cuts it to 2, 29-27.
Man, big shot.
Conway student section starting the defense chant. And Chase Thomas knocks down the mid-range jumper. Back to 4.
Let's get it back to Duncan. Set him up again.
There he is. Ooh. Big block. Chase Thomas came in, got the block, and will be called for the foul.
Got the block and the body.
Yes, they did. First one good for Duncan. Shooting into our student section. Luke Andrews is in. I know I've mentioned quite a few people that are watching. Those are just people who have my cell phone number.
Yeah.
So I would assume there are many more who are in classrooms or in offices around the state and interested in this Conway team. And
Well, we've got almost 100 concurrent right now.
Hey, good.
And if they're classrooms,
Oh, yeah.
Nielsen, I don't know how Nielsen would count a classroom, but
30. Nice hands.
there we go.
Riley Sellers, Jacoby Wade. Won't fall. Braylon Harris has it taken away by Thomas. Bryant coming back the other way. Another try at it. Out of bounds.
That's out on
Conway
Bryant. There we go.
basketball. Both teams have missed quite a few close ones.
You can see the frustration there, too. So
Yeah.
they're starting to feel it's the second half.
And and the other thing that's going to happen that's awesome here, that was me telling you that was going to be awesome. Actually, not at all. Did not know that was about to happen. 3-point basket, Braylon Harris. Conway's got the lead, 32-31. 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Conway going for a three-peat. 3 state championships in a row in unified basketball. Ray crawls over the rim. 33-32. But here's what's going to happen. As this game goes on and as more and more people show up for the Queen and Pulaski Academy, bucket, 3-point basket by Riley Sellers. As more and more people show up, they're going to start finding somebody to root for. And in a case like this, it's going to be both teams.
Oh, yeah.
So it will just get louder and louder in here. And that's fantastic. Love to see that. Whistle and a foul.
And I can't imagine why anyone would root for Bryant, but you might get some people in here that are rooting against the three-peat. I don't know.
Might be.
You might get some people in here rooting for a three-peat.
Cambrian Blackman back in. Jacoby Wade out. Shot no good. Thomas's follow will not fall.
Big rebound McGee. That's going to be his new nickname. BRM.
Hearing from Miss Worley, April Worley, letting us know they've got it on in their classroom. They're cheering on. Students are loving it. Thank you for watching. And wouldn't it be great to be in the hallways there at Conway High? Something big happens and you hear cheering up and down the hallways there today.
BRM.
That's something big, hopefully, is going to be a three-peat. Braylon Harris, that shot is blocked. Saved. Jamarian Duncan, great hustle. Bryant, though, comes away with it. That's Andrews. Misses the layup.
McGee again, just making an impact. Stepped right in front, did enough to adjust the shot.
Riley Sellers. Little English off the glass. Conway extends the lead to 4, 37-33. David Grimes with some information that is helpful.
Always.
Special Olympics athletes wear odd numbers, and the buddies, or the partners in this case, wear even
Well,
numbers.
you know, I was wondering why Jacoby Wade didn't have 5 on.
Oh,
So that helps explain it.
Riley Sellers, left-hand layup. The lead extends to 6. Shelby Dillard is in the game.
Great shot of the coaches there.
All right, so we have our first moment of I don't know who someone is.
Oh, that's in the game for
Double
us?
zero. I don't have a double zero, and I tried to hear the name that they said.
That looks like Isaiah Bowman to me. Is that Isaiah Bowman? It sure looks like
It
him.
sure does. Got handles like Isaiah Thomas. That's an old reference.
Yeah, I got
Okay,
you.
I don't know.
I'm not that old.
Okay,
or,
good.
Or I'm not that young, I should say.
Somewhere Tim Roach is smiling, I promise you that. Pass was intended for Shelby Dillard. Couldn't quite come up with it. Blocked. Cameron Blackman blocks the attempt by Jarius Tyler.
You see there, so that was yeah, that's why he's getting booed. So that was what's the word? Partner.
A partner
on an athlete.
on athlete.
And you immediately saw Cam say, "Oh, my bad."
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's hard to know.
Tyler can't get it to fall. The follow by Andrews.
It is Isaiah. Confirmed.
Okay, confirmed. That is Isaiah Bowman.
Three-point basket is no good. The follow is good by Logan Ayers.
Thank you, Aiden, for that confirmation on Isaiah Bowman. We got a timeout.
And a timeout is called. Conway will take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Conway has just had a great third quarter. Retaking the lead, 39-35. We'll take a break right here. Come back in a moment on Conway Corp. Minute 15 to go in the third quarter. Wampus Cats were trailing by 4 at one point here in the third quarter, and Levi, you made a comment about it feeling like it was a big 4-point lead.
It did feel like a lot.
Cambrian Blackman, the pass was intended for Shelby Dillard. She goes down in the paint. Jamarian Duncan is right there at the same spot. Cam Blackman into Braylon Harris. Out of bounds. It will be Bryant basketball.
Isaiah.
He sat for a while and finally got a chance to get in, and some important minutes here for the offensive lineman.
Talk about presence in the middle. I mean, and he's got great lateral movement. We know that.
Yes, yeah, no. It's fun watching him in this environment because, yeah, the skills, they transfer over.
Well, what he did just there looked like an offensive lineman move.
Yes. Blackman with the rebound. Pass inside. Duncan, and it's going to go out of bounds and will be Conway basketball. Jacoby Wade will check back in.
Well, what you don't want here is what happened at the end of the first quarter.
No, you do not want that.
and Tim Roach is going, why'd you say that?
Yeah,
Levi?"
the banked in three. It's all double down. I won't even say it for people who didn't see it.
They have a chance here. They could run some clock, but they are not going to do that.
They'll take 2 points from Cambrian Blackman. 41-35. The Wampus Cats up 6. Final half minute of the third quarter. Good ball handling. Jacoby Wade pressuring Preston Curtis. Into Thomas. And one. Chase Thomas will go to the free throw line. He was fouled by Braylon Harris.
I mean, if you say so. Okay.
I bet Tim's hands just went up wherever he's watching.
It was this motion right here.
Ah, yeah.
Like he's sweeping something out of the arena.
Riley Sellers back in, along with Caden McGee. Caden's had a nice little break here. Get him in for the push to the end. A push to this three-peat. Free throw is good. Final 8 seconds. The clock has not started. Now it's started.
Okay.
Let's see how much they decide to put on it. Probably should be about 3 seconds or so. Going to say 4.5. So 4.5 seconds to play. Jacoby Wade. Riley Sellers. Back of the rim, no good. We go to the fourth quarter. Someone's 8 minutes away from a state championship. Conway 41, Bryant 38. Back in a moment on Conway Corp. All right, we got a three-point game. Conway is on top, 41-38. State championship number 3 in a row is what the Wampus Cats are trying to achieve here.
Well, your Wampus Cats were down by as much as 5 in the third quarter. They start the final quarter up by 3. Let's keep that going.
Sellers to Wade. Jamarian Duncan, baseline shot, won't go. Loose ball, whistle, travel. It will be Conway basketball after the travel.
And I imagine, listen, I don't know, but I imagine strategy shift in the fourth quarter
would imagine.
compared to the rest of the quarter would be my guess.
Yeah, the intensity at all areas is picking up. The student sections are kind of getting into it a little differently now. Jacoby Wade saves it. Jamarian Duncan, too strong in the rebound to Luke Andrews. Bryant down 3. The follow by Ray, no good. A third try at it. That's Ramon Williams. And it is a 1-point game, 41-40. Caden McGee.
Every possession gonna have a lot more intensity now.
Jeremiah Lindsay got a hand on it, but so did Jamarian Duncan, it looks like, so it's going to be out of bounds. Off Conway, so Bryant basketball trailing by a point. That's Luke Andrews. Pass was into Chase Thomas, and they're going to get a foul called on Braylon Harris.
know that I agree with that, but
And a timeout is going to be taken. 6:39 to play in the state championship game. Conway up a point. Back in a moment on Conway Corp. .6:39 to go. State championship game, the entry pass to Ray. Takes the basket, draws the foul, and a chance for a three-point play. Bryant retakes the lead, 42-41.
well, and you see why they called timeout there. I mean, they drew that up to, to perfection.
Makai Ray's free throw is no good. The rebound to Braylon Harris. Off of Jacoby Wade's foot. Layup will not go. Battling for the rebound, held ball, and the possession is going to stay here. The lead is one.
You can hear the Bryant fans to our left starting to get loud. Oh, come, no.
Foul will be called on Jacoby Wade, much to the dismay of many. Cambrian Blackman's going to check back into the game. He'll replace Riley Sellers. Three-point basket right here in front of us is no good. Wade comes away with it.
Talked about that intensity stepping up.
Braylon Harris, three-point basket. 44-42. Conway leads by 2. 6 minutes to play in the state championship game. Out of bounds, going to go the other way. Conway basketball.
Yeah.
Preston Curtis will check back in.
The momentum felt like it was all Bryant there for a moment. Conway shifts it back.
Entry pass to McGee. Jacoby Wade with the offensive board. Out to Harris. Bryant with the board. 5.5 to go. Hornets trail by 2. Wade on the fast break. Out to Cam Blackman. Duncan. Jacoby Wade, the offensive rebound and the foul.
2 big rebounds for Jacoby Wade on the defensive end, and then right there.
We have many people to thank for today's broadcast and the help that we've been getting. Another shout out to Matt Owen letting us know that, and I didn't know this, Cambrian Blackman is qualified for state in the high jump.
He made a post this week of I don't know where the meet was.
Okay.
No, it was incredible.
I mean, he's an otherworldly athlete, that is for sure. The free throws are missed, and so it's 44-42. Loose ball. Ray comes away with it to Thomas.
Great defensive stand there for Conway.
Blackman, outlet to Wade. Jacoby, fouled. I think that's Chase Thomas's like 8th foul. So maybe we aren't counting them. But I mean, you could probably say that same thing for one of our guys.
That's okay.
In and out. Gotta have these free throws.
McGee trying to Give him a little instruction there. I like it.
Make this a 3-point game. Here we go. 45-42. Conway up 3 in the state championship game. Chase Thomas, picked up by McGee. Curtis. Steal. Cambrian Blackman. The left-hand layup. 47-42. Huge steal and a bucket by Blackman. Coming down the lane, wild shot won't go. Jacoby Wade to Blackman. Cambrian Blackman. 7-point lead for the Wampus Cats. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Cats looking for a three-peat. Shot is missed. Braylon Harris out to Cam Blackman. Jacoby Wade gets the missed layup. Jamarian Duncan, front of the rim, no good. Another board for Jacoby Wade. Up by 7, slow things down a little bit. Except for Braylon Harris, knocking down a 3 almost. That'd have been just fine.
I would have loved that. He's done it.
He has. Pass in the corner, a 3-point attempt is no good by Diego Lopez. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Conway basketball.
Smart play there from Cam Blackman.
And a timeout on the court. 3:26 to go. Conway up 49-42 in the Unified State Championship game. We're back in a moment on Conway Corp. Well, the Bank OZK Arena is filling up. Pulaski Academy and Osceola, or correction, Pulaski Academy and DeQueen are the next game. Osceola and Melbourne played the last game last night, so there was a lot of Osceola and Melbourne stuff still around when we got here today. But no, DeQueen and Pulaski Academy play next, and the rest of the games today and all the games tomorrow are broadcast live on Arkansas PBS. If you're on Conway Corp Cable, that's Channel 2. Some great basketball still to go this weekend as state champions are crowned, one of which will be crowned in about 3 minutes of basketball time here. And we are admittedly hoping it is the Wampus Cats for the 3rd straight year. That's Andrews. Caden McGee picks him up. 3-point attempt. Side rim no good by Williams. Caden McGee draws a foul, and he will go to the free throw line.
Great outlet pass. Great effort there from McGee. Got kind of in a tough spot.
Caden McGee was everywhere in the first half and has played fewer minutes here in the second half, but, well, he's in at a big point right now. Got it.
Oh, man.
8-point lead for the Wampus Cats, 50-42.
Karen Katz showing up big.
Second one is not good. The rebound to Bryant. Andrews with the left-hand dribble. Caden McGee reaches in, knocks it loose, and puts his hands behind his back immediately. I love it. It is going to stay on this end. Thomas goes up. Williams. Ramon Williams gets the bucket, and it's a 6-point game. Cambrian Blackman. Thought about Harris on the drive underneath. Burn some clock here. McGee down the lane, off the glass, too strong. Jamarian Duncan tried to gather it up and could not. Bryant coming back the underway. Under 2 minutes to play. There will be a whistle and a foul. They'll get Jacoby Wade for it. Talked about Max Owen during the halftime interview, going to Rhodes to play football and looking to do some inclusivity work there, even if it means starting something. I love that. Jacoby's going to be staying in state to play football, and that'll be over at Harding. He wants a state championship, though, right here in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Shot is no good, out of bounds. No indication yet. Riley Sellers is in. Jacoby's going to come out of the game, and it is going to be Bryant basketball. Minute 38 to play. 6-point advantage for the Wampus Cats. Going to need some more defensive stops. Andrews, no good. Ramon Williams with the offensive rebound. Knocked away. Your high jumper, Cambrian Blackman, went up and knocked it loose. The alley-oop. Riley Sellers to Cam Blackman. It is an 8-point lead with 1:09 to go. Into the game is number 1, Jarius Tyler. And I do believe we are going to have a timeout. Looks like it. We can keep it here. Minute 9 to go.
All right.
Let's talk. What do you think? This has been fun.
Well, our man Colin up there, he's been trying to fix his camera. He's doing a great job. He's had a little bit of a mishap up there, but I think we're getting it good now. But, yeah, I mean, sorry, I've been a little checked out.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But, yeah, 8-point lead with 1:09. You got to feel great about that. They've maintained it. Everything that Bryant's tried to throw at him, Conway's had an answer. And seems like we're on our way to that three-peat if they can hold on for the final 69 seconds.
So you got Conway swag surfing and Bryant not swag surfing. Maybe that's an indication of
they
the
feel
score.
Good about it too, yeah.
Here we go. Luke Andrews drives past Riley Sellers, but great defense by Riley, and then I do believe they're going to call a foul.
Ooh.
I thought Riley had good position there.
You know who else thought that?
Riley Sellers?
Riley Sellers.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. Final minute.
I mean, this is some great bonus basketball for the folks who are showing up for that PA and DeQueen game here in a little bit. Got a good one. And you mentioned it a year ago. We were in this position where we played the noon game right before this game was right before ours, and so we walked in and saw a lot of familiar faces. And
yeah, and I said it earlier too, but that was my first exposure to unified basketball, and I kind of couldn't believe that I didn't know about it beforehand. And man, we know about it now.
We do. 52-45. 7-point lead with exactly a minute to play.
Bryant bringing the press. Riley Sellers got to tie his shoe.
Caden McGee gets the ball to Sellers, and we're off. Final minute.
And here's the thing about the whole fouls question is, are they keeping up with fouls? Can they go to the free throw line late? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, as far as like a bonus situation? Yeah, I don't know. 3-point basket that falls for Luke Andrews. Off the glass, it's 52-48. It's a 4-point game. Wampus Cats have got to find a way to finish here. Duncan, baseline. Out of bounds. Conway basketball. 18.7 seconds to play, a 4-point lead.
The big inbounds play right here for your Wampus Cats.
It's still a 2-possession game at this point. Important seconds falling off the clock. I guess they do keep up with team fouls. Those are changing. So, yeah, there would be a bonus. There is a bonus situation.
Oh, okay.
So both teams have 4.
So they're one away from it, I guess.
Caden McGee just standing there. He knows what's at stake. 10 seconds away from a 3rd consecutive state championship. It is going to be Bryant basketball. Or is a foul going to be called? Oh, they're going to call a foul instead on Bryant.
Oh, wow.
So instead of it being Bryant basketball, Conway goes to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
That's huge.
7.3 seconds to go. Conway looking to tack on a 3rd state championship to the back-to-back that they earned a year ago on this court. 5-point lead. 6-point lead. Final seconds are going to run off the clock here, and your Conway Wampus Cats are going to win a 3rd consecutive state championship. Congratulations to Haley Haynes and her entire crew. Coach Denisha Knapp, Andrea Shepard, all the players, Jacoby Wade, Braylon Harris, Carl Brunk, Cam Sims, Riley Sellers, Caden McGee, Cambrian Blackman, Christian Garland, Sincere Williams, Shelby Dillard, Unique Spearman, Jamarion Duncan, and Isaiah Bowman, all part of the Conway Unified team that has won a 3rd consecutive state championship.
And huge props to Coach Knapp, Coach Shepard, Coach Haynes. I mean, we talked about it early. 2 in a row, that's nice. 3 in a row, that's dynasty.
Yeah, they are the standard setter when it comes to unified basketball in the state. And we were talking to Miss Haynes earlier about that, and she was telling us that this is her baby. This is her baby, and she loves it and loves this program, and you can certainly tell the way that she leads them. And so,
just in the limited interactions today, you can see the passion for it. I mean, she's all about it, and you can see the outcome as well.
We'll present the awards for the Centennial Bank Unified Sports State Championships. First, for the runners-up from Bryant, the Bryant Hornets.
So the Bryant Hornets are your runners-up. So congratulations to them for making it to Hot Springs and getting a chance to play for a state title. It's a huge accomplishment, and congratulations to Coach Linda Curry and assistant coach Ashley Johnson and the entire Bryant Hornet Unified basketball team. They are your runners-up.
I mean, listen, they gave the best shot at the champs. They took the lead at the end of the first quarter, expanded it, and they were up by 5, I think, at one point in the third quarter. But, man, Conway just responded in the final, about 10 minutes of gameplay. And another championship for your Wampus Cats.
The Centennial Bank Unified Sports State Champions, the Conway Wampus Cats.
There you go. Shelby Dillard's going to come out and get the trophy from Superintendent Jeff Collum. Congratulations. What a great shot.
Well, some of these, if they're seniors,
3 in
third
a
time
row.
they've got to hoist
Yes.
that thing up.
That's all they know is being state champions.
I love it.
Karen Katz, the student section, dancing along. The cheerleaders doing their part. Mention the cheerleaders: Ellen Kendrick, Grace L. French, Avery Roach, Lindley Sanders, Amaya Warren, Leslie Castro, Ashley Curtis, Garyana Woolley, Emily Dominguez, Grace Halverson, Clea Tolliver, Katie Hewitt, and Georgia Pearson. Any of those names that I did not get correct, please forgive me, and know that I appreciate your efforts with Conway Unified Basketball. And now, speaking of unification, you'll see both teams gathering around for one photo for the two state champions, or the state champions and the two state finalists. So that's very cool. Well, Levi, this has been fun.
Amazing time.
This has been great. And thank you for watching. We've heard from so many of you who were today, and that means so much to us. And we are thankful to Bobby Swafford and all the folks at the AAA and the people here at the Hot Springs Convention Center, Bank OZK, making sure we had what we needed. Again, 48 hours ago, we didn't know we were doing this, and a lot of people helped us in a lot of ways to get this done. So we appreciate that very much. All right. Baseball Tuesday.
Right back at
that's
it,
what's
man.
next. Okay. Very good. And hopefully it'll be Tim Roach and Levi handling that for you on Tuesday night. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time on Conway Corp.